Alright, so this is the first episode of my video diary. I'm gonna be doing these weekly just to document how exactly I changed my life. And I'm hoping that you and I can figure out how to do this together. And I really feel like if I communicate how exactly I'm doing this and what steps I'm taking along the way, I think we're gonna I haven't done this in a while. I used to make videos, but I don't know why this feels so weird. But anyways, I want to do this together. I think we could figure out the answer of how to manifest for ourselves the life that we've always wanted. And yeah, so today what I worked on is writing down. Okay. Okay, so today what I worked on is writing down exactly what I want. Because something that I've learned is that the universe cannot grant you anything if you're confused on what you even want your life to look like. I think in our waiting season, it's not really that we're waiting on the universe. It's that the universe is waiting on us to figure out what direction we want to go, and then it'll start working for us and start putting all the puzzle pieces into place. And so, yeah, I think it's a mutual thing. I think the universe can't move without us, and we can't move without the universe. There's I forgot what it's called. I think maybe potential energy and kinetic energy. Basically, no energy will produced without an action being taken. So, like when you have a ball, right, it has all this potential energy sitting inside of it, and which is why I think we feel so uncomfortable, because we feel this potential energy inside of us, and we're waiting for that push so that the ball can begin to roll, right? Or us, right? So we can begin to move forward along our path towards, our destination. And so, yeah, anyways, that's why I'm making this video, because I've been sitting with all this potential energy and doing nothing with it. And I realized that the universe was just waiting on me to decide what I want. So, yeah, that's my homework for you, is to basically sit down, write down what do I want, and write down the number 1, right? And actually sit there and really think about it and get specific with it, because I think that just maybe accelerates, your manifestation coming into your reality. So, yeah, get as specific as you can. And for the rest of this video, I'm gonna share what I wrote down and maybe give you some, idea of what you might want to write down if you're wanting the same things. Okay, so the first thing is I want a job at a psychedelic therapy clinic that pays at least $15 an hour. I just graduated with my bachelor's in psychology, and eventually I want to go back for my master's to 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 learn experimental psychology, and then I could get into psychedelic research. because I really believe that mushrooms are the key to our evolution, and I would like to prove that. So, anyways, that's why it was first on my list, because I need a job and I really want it to be something that I actually believe in. And yeah, I'm not going to be vague about it. I'm not going to say, oh, I want a job that pays $15 an hour and leave it at that. I want to specify exactly what I want to do so that I'm not working, somewhere that's going to make me miserable. I'm going to work somewhere that inspires me and teaches me about the things that I actually want to learn. So, anyways, number 2, I want my music to blow up along with my TikTok. I have 2 songs released this year. Actually, I have 3, but okay. Eden on the Horizon was the first one, and that one I had produced by someone else, and it doesn't feel like me. And yeah, and then I started trying producing for myself, and I made Just Holds Me Back, and that one's really special for me. I poured all my pain into that song, and yeah, and then the one that I released recently is called All My Light, and that one's also really special to me because it's actually like a really well structured song, and I really surprised myself with how good it turned out. So yeah, my name is Elisheba on Spotify, so give it a listen. And yeah, I haven't been prioritizing marketing for it because I just haven't been in the place to. I've been going through a bit of a depressive episode, feeling a little bit lost, and this is my first step to trying to gain control over my life again. So, yeah. Anyways, I just realized I have this pillow here. Please don't judge me. I just like for my dogs to have as much room as they want on the couch. So, that's staying there. I don't really see a reason to take it off. Anyways, okay. Number 3, I want 5 million streams of both of my songs overnight that continues to grow exponentially. I did the math because DistroKid pays you, I think, 3 cents for every 10 streams. So, yeah, I think to have at least 15,000 from DistroKid, I need at least 5 million streams. So if I could get 5 million streams on both of my songs, that's $30,000. So, listen to my music, please. Okay. Number 4, I want to be eligible to get paid making YouTube videos and have every video blow up with millions of views, making me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, again, I'm getting really, really specific with it because ultimately I want to be making a lot of money by just being creative and sharing my life and helping you guys gain control over your life as well as I figure out how to gain control over mine. So, yeah, that would be awesome. So, like and subscribe. Okay, so, along with the rest of my socials, I want people to start subscribing to my Patreon. I will have at least 20,000 people paying $20 a month for a membership on my Patreon. Yeah, on my Patreon, I think I'm gonna start posting poems again, posting sneak peeks to my songs. I also make intuitive messages and I read tarot, and so that's all gonna go on there as well. Extra messages for the collective, and I know I have more. I do collages as well, and I think I'm gonna put that there as well. I'm saying as well a lot. But anyways, go subscribe to my Patreon. Okay. I want Seagoat, which is my band, to stay consistent with practices to the point where we get really good and are able to play in the Battle of the Bands and win. We will start having shows all over Texas, meeting tons of cool people and getting paid well. Sea Goat will blow up as well, and our EP will gain a lot of momentum. So I started a band in July. Yeah. And we have only had, I think, like 4 to 5 practices since then, and each time I think we do really, really good. And I've been writing a lot of songs that I don't know, I think they just like match the vibe really well. I call what we do soft punk, but it's just, I think it's rock, but the lyrics actually have really deep and thoughtful meaning, because ultimately I'm a songwriter. I love songwriting, and I'm just really glad that I got to meet a group of people that can make my songs come to life. And eventually, like, I want to be able to perform. Performing is a high on its own. I used to do it with my first band, but this time these are my songs, and this is, I don't know, this is just like something that I actually believe in, and I feel like you guys will believe in it too, but that one's probably gonna take a little bit more time. I hope you don't mind that I'm going in depth with all these. Again, this is like my video diary just to keep track, so anyways. Number 7, I want to start throwing house parties and charging people $10 to get in. This will connect us to our people and bring the valley back to life. People will be inspired by us, and they'll love the music and the dancing we do. Yeah, the nightlife here in the valley is just dead. People don't know how to have fun anymore. People feel too embarrassed to dance, and yeah, it's just really like low vibrational right now. And so I want to basically have parties like they did in the 90s, where people were really feeling the music and meeting the loves of their lives at parties. And I don't know. I don't really know how to explain the vision that I have, but basically we have me and the band, we want to throw the kickbacks after the shows, and yeah, I just think it's gonna be a blast, and I want to charge people just so that I could be able to provide drinks and food, and anyways, if you're in the valley and you want to be a part of that, let me know. Okay, number 8. I want to buy a house with a good amount of land and live there with a bunch of women. We'll spend our time creating, laughing, dancing, and just enjoying each other's presence. It will bring us all closer. Yeah, I don't think I have to dive deeper into that. I just have a lot of girlfriends who I love and who inspire me, and I want to be surrounded by them every single day. And I'm kind of tired of being around men right now, so. Okay, number 9. Speaking of, I want to meet a man that lights my soul on fire. A man who makes me feel safe and who will take care of me. We will be super spontaneous and have loads of fun. He will be the most romantic man I ever meet, and he will spend the rest of the rest of his life, making sure I feel loved and cared for. Yeah, your girl's single, and I can't do casual anymore. I want something real. I want to meet my husband. I want to fall in love. I don't think I've ever really had the chance to fall in love and have those, like rom-com sort of stories, memories. But anyways, number 10, this is the last one. I want to feel fulfilled, whole, like I'm not missing anything. I want to feel satisfied with myself and with my life because I know that I have everything. I wanted to make that sound so good and it didn't work. Okay, again. I want to feel satisfied with myself and with my life because I know that I have everything I've always wanted. I want to stop living in survival mode and instead see that the universe will always provide for me exactly what I need. Okay, yeah, so that's what I have written down. I think that covers, pretty much everything that I want right now, at least. And yeah, I think this is just all my soul is longing for. And I think getting closer to making these dreams come true for myself is going to get me out of this depressive state. I already feel kind of out of it just by making this video, so I'm sure this is something that I need to do. I promise you I will give better content. I promise you. Okay, I haven't done this in a while. I'm getting used to talking to the camera again. But yeah, follow me along my journey. And I'm gonna start getting specific about how exactly I'm gonna make these dreams come true one by one. And yeah, I just would love if you join me and, stop doom scrolling and start. I completely blanked. um, I just don't want to repeat it, but yeah, that's all I could say. Just start taking control of your life. Stop letting technology control you. Video games are not important. TikTok, at least when you're not posting, scrolling is not important. At least not right now. There's days that you could rest, yes, but make sure that you're balancing the days that you put the work in and the days that you allow yourself to just be. I think you can't go too far on one side, I think. You gotta find a happy middle. And that's what I'm doing right now. I did a whole lot of nothing for a very long time. I think since the summer. Well, that's not true. I was doing practices, but still, I wasn't putting as much work as I know I can. Life-changing work. So, anyways, this was episode 1. Episode 2 will be a lot better when I have more of an idea of how I'm gonna make this happen for myself. I will keep you updated on any opportunities I get and, how I get them. And yeah. If you're still sticking around, you're awesome. And I really feel like we're gonna figure this shit out and our lives are gonna completely change. And all it takes is just a little bit of action. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I love you and I wish you luck.